Hi everyone. Okay, I'm back after such a long time. Done quite a few projects. I never think of putting them on there until I'm halfway through them. So I thought I'd start from the beginning with this one. I've got all the parts. I just want to mention something before I go on. Might save you a bit of money. You can get these little lights from Amazon. I stuck mine on the back here, as you can see. When you turn them, they go on like that. Yeah, that looks okay, right? Turn them back, they go off. If you're going to get these lights from Amazon, these little mini lights for drones, do not get this one. Let me show it to you. This one here clicks up. It's a clicker. But I promise you, if you get that one, you've got it in your bag and things like that, it'll just go on. Anything leans on that. It's such a slight touch, yeah? So the ones you want basically before you get on with the project are these ones. As I said, the twisty ones, they look like this. If you look at the front of it, see what the front looks like. That's the light in front. Okay. So they look similar, but don't get confused. Make sure it says twist to turn on. Okay? And that's it. Okay. I've got that out of the way. That might save you a bit of money, because I was very disappointed when I had them other ones and they kept going on every time I opened the bag, one was on. Excuse me. Right. Today, what I want to do today is put some lights on my landing gear, my drone landing gear. So here's the landing gear. I need to get this all in the... I should make it a bit higher, I think, the camera. 1 second. Every time I lift up, it's like losing vision. Oh, that's better. Okay. So landing gear. So from Amazon as well. So anyway, let's do it. So we'll take the landing gear off. So basically what I'm going to do today is make a floodlight and a fancy little, just a visual light. But the floodlight's the important, obviously. You can light up the whole ground. Right, let's put that down over there a minute. Right, so this is the landing gear. Okay, which I'll be using. So remember, nothing must protrude. Well, nothing must protrude where it goes on, it won't go on properly. And it's such a tight fit as well. Trust me, you won't get it back on. So it's all going to be, everything's going to be this side and protruding this side, everything. So let's start. So first of all, got that. 3 LED lights. They'll be flashing. They're flashing LEDs. And I've encased them into a, you can see, I think, let's get closer. So I have to move it back a bit, I think. I've enclosed them in some plastic. Say a bottle top, shallow bottle top, right? You could use that. So that's the live in the middle. You poke 2 holes. You poke 2 holes at each one of these. Each one of these lights, you'll poke 2 little holes, just tiny holes, to stick the legs through. Once the legs come through, grab the live. I think it's the long legs. So one's short, one's long. I think long one's the live, short one's the. I'll double check that. So this is the light. This is the earth here on the outside. So basically, you poke it through. You tie this up. Then the other leg you'll put over here. That's the negative. You'll hang the other leg over the top of it. Or you can do any design you want. It doesn't really matter. You don't even have to put this on there if you don't want to. I just thought I'd put this on as well. Right. So that's one light that's going on. This is the important one, and it's very, very light. This is a halogen like type thing from a torch. It's very thin. It's ideal because it's so thin as well. And it's mega bright. This. So anyway, so I decided to put this one across here. That's going to go there, like that. This one's going to go in the middle. If you want to put one there, it's going to go in the middle, and the 2 little switches, which will switch it on and off. I've devised it based on, I'm going to have the black one here. Sorry, I'm going to have the black one there. These are micro switches, really small, and they come from Amazon as well. Thank God for Amazon. We ain't got Tandies anymore. Right. And the white one, I'm putting a white one on the other side. So obviously, if you're using 2, you'll use 2 switches. There's no point having that. It's so bright, that is. It's very bright. There's no point having that on with that. You won't see that. You will not see that. It will just blind you out. So they're going to be used for different functions, basically. So you switch that off if you want that one off. Switch it on if you want that one on. Underneath light, as the drone's going up and things in the sky, leave that one on and they'll be flashing. They don't have to be flashing. I just prefer to use flashing ones. Right. Then next, a battery. A simple little battery. 3V7 this one is. Just a simple battery out of any rechargeable light sort of thing. rechargeable things, small gadgets, rechargeable. If you open them up, you can buy these batteries, by the way, without doing that. So just get one of these. I'm not going to tell you to start destroying your stuff. So just get a small battery like that, however you get it. Small rechargeable battery. That will sit in between this gap. Now I realise that the landing gear you have may be completely different, but remember you can follow, if you want to follow closely, you can get this landing gear from Amazon. This one here will go in the middle. There. In the middle there, so it'll be like that. So I'm going to take that. I will be putting silicone on everything, but not at the moment. So I'm going to take that there, just to keep that there. That'll go there. Right, so we're there on that bit. Then you want a chargeable port. You can use a C. This one's a micro B, but you can use a C, whatever. And it's the two outer ones. It's the two outer ones, the negative and the positive. And make sure you get them the right way round. So what you do is, how you check that is, you get a multimeter, stick a charger lead into that, touch the ends, get the live and the negative and the live. And once you've got it, just mark it off with a little bit of red felt, so you know that side is the live. Or nothing will light up, basically. That's going to go here. I'm going to put that. I'll show you in a minute. That's going to go right on the edge. Right there on the edge. You see that? Just hanging over a little bit. There you go. A little micro USB. Easy access, yeah? Right next to the battery, easy access. So that's that done now. Alright, that's that. So they're all the parts that I'll be putting on it. And what's the other thing I wanted to mention? Wire. I'm using yellow and white. You can use any colour you want. I prefer to use yellow and white so it doesn't stand out so much, because this is grey. I'm going to make the yellow the live, and I'm going to make the white the negative. I'm going to do that. They done that pretty tight, didn't they? Alright, look. Here we go. Right. I'm going to use the white. So first of all, I'm going to cut that. Actually, I'll use a pair of scissors for cutting. Right, so I'm going to cut. So basically, all this is going to be joined up. So it's like short. You can make them long and cut them after, once you've soldered them. So first of all, I'm thinking what we're going to do is put this live onto this light, for starters. Get a bit of solder. Okay, a soldering iron. Okay. So we've got the red. Where's the red on this USB plug? It's on. Oh, it's closest to the battery. Okay. I've got to wait for the green light to go out, or it won't be hot enough. There we go. Sorry, the red light to go out to green. So we're going to drop a bit of... Oh, this camera's in the wrong place. I'm not sure. You can't see a lot of this, can you guys? Solder that red onto there. It's the light on this soldering iron that's doing that. It's making it clear. That's too far away, guys. That is too far away. Give me a sec, I'm going to bring everything closer. That's just too far away. Okay, that's better. That's much better, isn't it? There you go. See on that red wire from the red wire from the battery onto the red terminal on the light. Once you establish which contact on this strip light is the live, just mark it off with a little red marker so you don't get confused. You'll find that out basically by just touching the battery onto any terminals, and because it won't blow if you get it the wrong way around. That's the beauty of it. It won't blow. Just do it until it comes on. And the red one is the live, obviously, and the black will be the negative. So that's that. So that's going to that terminal. The next, we want to. Okay, this black wire here. Put that one to its. Oh, this is so small. Hang on. Oh, it's so difficult to do this without a professional cameraman. Okay, look. Okay, this USB port. Put your black on now, basically. So I'm using yellow as a negative. Remember, the black is negative. So if you're a bit of a novice, I suppose, just use black and red, then you can't go wrong. You won't get confused. Right, so that's going to go to there. So what we want to do, what we want to do is we want enough length to go to the switch. The first terminal on this black switch. There's 2 terminals, in and out. See where you put them round. So we want that to go onto that terminal, right? So what we're going to do, we don't want too much wire under here. We want to keep it as least wires as possible. So that's going to go there. So what we'll do is we'll cut it. Strip it. Touch some solder on it. A little pad, wet pad. Get some solder on it so you can get a quick solid join when you do it. When you join it onto the USB. Silly me. I've done so much soldering. It's probably nerves I forgot to switch on. Right. Don't normally do things like this on camera. Only a few things I've done on camera. Move that over. It's going to be very interesting. So this will go on here. I'm going to solder this. Get some solder on here. Okay. Don't do the other end yet. Unless you're really happy with the length. I think it might be right. Wow, that is so tight. Okay, I'm going to leave that out for now. We're going to go straight into it. So that would have went to there. So I'm going to put a wire on here to get this black switch off. Micro switches are so small, but they're very useful. Amazon again. I'm going to put a bit of solder on the contacts again, just to get them to get a solid join. The wire. Okay. Need the pliers now. Keep it still. When you solder these wires, onto the switch, don't leave this on it too long, because you'll just mess the switch up. See, look, I'll mess this one up, but that's good, because I'll show. So I'll mess this one up. See, it's not clicking anymore. That is the problem. That's the only problem that's going to mess you up. Right, look, I can't believe it. So easy, you know. But it's a good job because I brought loads. Be careful though, man. Hang on. I want a black one, yeah. Cut it. See? That's how it's supposed to sound. This is dead. I killed it. So basically, when you solder it, you just want to touch it. You just want to really, really lightly touch it. Seriously, you'll be surprised how easy they can burn out just from that heat. Transferring from the contact into the spring or whatever, you know, it's a spring actually, what's in there. So it obviously melts the spring as well. The spring's really delicate. And it's got a few plastic bits in there as well, it'll have. For locking the switch down. So, let's flatten them down. So let's try that again. So that's working. Right, in there, soldering iron. I might speed this up, this video, if it takes too long. Or redo it. Not redo it, but just copy it, speed up. Because it's just tricky. Wait for the green light to go out. Oh, that's working now. That's working. Just got to touch it. Just a touch. It's like 1 second instead of 3. Right. 1, 2. Okay. Let's see if it's still clicking. Yes. You see what I mean? So just bear that in mind, yeah. Just wanna. 1 and 2. That's it. 2 seconds, right? It's ruined. It's ruined. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, hang on a minute. That's crazy. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm back again. I know why as well. I've realised why. It's because these switches, I've worked with these switches before, but there are bigger ones to these. I've never worked with this small. So small like. But what it is because I just had a thought about this. Look, it's got these long legs on it. Once you chop them long legs off, less resistance. Less heat resistance. Straight into the spring from the plastics. Good night, Vienna. So, I don't want to leave these on because they just look absolutely ugly. But that is the problem. So that's 2 I've killed. Hang on, that just clicked. No, it's dead. Even if it clicks every now and then, forget it. Because once you get the lights set up, it'll start messing you about then. Once you've done it all. No, it's gone. They've gone. Alright. Okay, hang on a minute. I just want to think how I want to put this on. Just hang on, guys. Okay. I'm back at it on pause. Okay, look. Alright, I'm going to try another way. So I've clamped a bit of solder. I've clamped a bit of solder inside the pliers, okay? Right, she's green. We'll do it another way this time. What we're going to do is we're going to touch the switch onto that and solder it that way. Rather than bearing down on the switch. You get bits. This is so tricky, man. Right, there you go. Okay. Still got a click. Nope, it's dead. That is serious stuff. Hang on. Okay. You live and learn. I've never used these switches before. Sorry about that, guys. Really sorry about that. Yeah, the heat resistance is nil. Basically, it's nil. I did buy some other ones. I don't know how good these are. I did buy another design. They're more fancy. They've got a red button on them. But yet again, it's a clicker, which is called a latching switch. Well, is it going to be the same for this? I've only got 5 of them. Man, this is crazy. I really didn't think that this would happen. The heat resistance is nil. So the only other way then is to twist the wire around. Oh, it just look ugly, man. Hang on, let me it look ugly. It just right. Hang on a minute. Let me see how that sits. The bar on it. No, it might be okay because it's got a little. This has got a slight little lip on that. Yeah, look. A slight little, wrap it right at the end, then cut all this off. Yeah, it is a bit. It's just. This is It's a portable soldering iron. I can't believe why it's so strong. It's very strong. It's very powerful for a little USB charging soldering iron. You saw me. I only put it on there for 1 second. You all saw. Should I try the red one? Go on, do it. That's what it's about, isn't it, guys? Trial and error. That's how you create a lot of things anyway. Trial and error. So get that. Let's just try it, right? It might be have a higher resistance, heat resistance. We'll soon find out. Come on, get it. Still not in yet. Right. Just 1 second. No messing around. Just one. Don't know if anyone on there. 1. Oh, yeah, that's got some weight. Right, just quickly that side. That's it. Right, let's see if it still clicks. Yep, still clicking. Okay, so obviously this has got higher heat resistance. I didn't have plans for this because this fits in, the other switch fits in areas on here, which makes it tight, makes it look like original. This thing is smaller, but it's tougher. Yeah. Okay, hang on a minute. I'll be back. Yeah, I was correct, brothers and sisters. This, I've just soldered, you know, the other one. The one I want to use, I've just soldered it, look, both of them legs, and it's clicking. Perfectly. So, that's what it is. If you cut the legs, you're going to get more heat going in there, because obviously the leggies are going to be shorter. So, I get it. Okay. This switch here, which we know that does work now, this little red one, you get these from Amazon as well. They don't do a lot of micro switches, so if you're going to do any projects like these, you want to buy these. This one here, though, there's nowhere to put it. This is just perfectly, just wedges. Wedges are right in there. It's just perfect. I'm going to give it another go in front of you. I'm going to be brave. It's the other switch, right? The other side. Let's do it. This one's got the legs cut off, all right? It was the other side, the white one. Oh man, I can't believe it. Right, I'm not even going to touch it on this time. I'm going to do it like this. Get a bit of solder on there and just wow. Okay, there's solder on it. It's messed up. Alright, it's just going to have to look ugly then. Big leggy sticking out. Oh no, it's clicking. Nah, see, once it goes, look, you can get it to click by flicking it. thinking you're clever, but then there you go, it stops. So don't fall for that one, because you'll just waste your job. You'll put it all together, it'll work, get out on the field, and then it won't work. That's crazy, guys. Okay, at least we know where we stand now. At least you've probably learned something from what I've said, if you're going to use stuff like this in the future. So what have we got? Okay, we got that. So let's do the other one. So that's the black one. We're going to have to leave these big legs on it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Might paint them white or something just to blend them in, yeah? Another day. So let's get some solder on there again. You can see that, can't you, guys? Let's get some solder on there again. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Right, that's got solder. It does bond very quickly. They've probably made the metal like that because they realise how delicate the switch is. Right, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. We'll have that on there. I'll put that back on there now. Right. Let's go for it. Yep, it's clicking. It's clicking. Okay. So with the legs on there, it's going to look like that. I can bend that one. No. Oh, I'm really cheesed off with that. Seriously, guys. Oh, I'm not cheesed off anymore. I've just found something. A little red one. It fits in this gap. It fits in this gap here quite perfectly. Hang on. That just went. Then move it. That's it. Move it along. Oh, brilliant, guys. Look at this. This is brilliant. It fits in here and it's tight. So it's good night, Vienna. As far as these switches are going. It's good night, Vienna. See you later. We'll leave that one out because I'm going to experiment later on. We'll leave the two out. That's soldered up. Right. That's dead. That's dead. Temperamental. So it's dead. And that's dead. 4 dead switches. Okay, you do get quite a lot in the box, so don't panic. Now, this bigger one here, that's the one. See, it's bigger. This is the one I've worked with. But I only had one. See how much bigger it is? But I only had one of it. This one has high heat resistance. I've never had a problem with this one. So it's the same looking, it's the same sort of model, but it's just bigger. Better resistance. Now, if I could have got these, I would have. But I couldn't get the two the same size because these are perfect as well. They fit in there the long way, but it's still perfect. But these are this is good. This is good. This is looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 red switches out. See, it all comes good in the end, doesn't it, guys? And then what we're going to do is cut the... Yeah, we can, because it's high resistance. Cut the leg. Oh, where did that go? Okay, let me grab that. Okay, got it. Okay, and shove that down there on the other side. I know it's probably really difficult to see what I'm doing here. Push it along. You see, so everything fits, guys. So, I mean, I don't know what you want to do, what kind of switches you want to do, or when you buy these things. But if you do buy this style of landing gear, the exact same make, then use these switches, because trust me, they just seem to fit in the gaps and things. Right, so that's cool there, right? So we got that there, and we got that there, and we got that there, and we got that there. Both clicking. Right, no one's business. Right, so we had that there. Right, back to the wiring. Oh, man, the wiring. Right, so the black wire. This little black wire there. A little black wire there. That's going to go to the first leg on the switch. Doesn't matter which way around. So pop the switch out. Oh, it's going to have to be longer. We've got a different design going on here. Okay, I know what to do. Right, the black, that's the yellow one. Let's cut that. I'm going to make them long. Just cut them afterwards. Right. Start up. The soldering iron, please. Okay, get the soldering iron cooking. Let's leave that there. The other side. That's it. I'm going to join one of these ends to the battery. The reason I'm doing that is because both of these ends are going to go to the charging point. In the end, anyway. So I'll put that on there. Right, we're in. We're in. That's why sometimes that's why I can't be bothered sometimes, guys, to put these things on the internet, because it takes time. You know, and you don't know until you start doing it, and then you realise it's taking a lot of time. And okay, that's, you don't want to bore people to death. Okay, that's on there, right? Now that's going to go to that leg. So pop this out. Pop it sideways because it fits in there lovely. You can use that as like a stabiliser. But I will add that still be cautious with these micro switches, okay? any micro switches. Because I've now got to touch it again. These soldering tips, they go dark too quickly, don't they? Put a bit on there. And then just put it on the mic. Remember, just a quick touch. So that's going to go on there, so we need length for that. I can leave the wires along and tie them up another time, because I'm keeping you guys back to see, keeping you up, whatever. So that's going to go to the first side. Yeah, just do it. Right, that's going to go to the first side. Remember, just a quick touch. That's stuck. That's soldered. And then just check, keep checking for the click. You'll just feel stupid once you've done it all and it won't, it might have gone faulty. Okay. Okay. So that's that. It does look a bit ugly. That wire's a bit long. That wire's a bit long, but never mind, don't worry about that. Right, now the one in the middle. Let's get some solder on that. LED seems alright, they don't burn out that easy from soldering iron. Right, so we've got some nice solder on that. And then now the earth, which will be, I'll put that to there. It's going to go to there. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay, let's pop this out. I've decided to make the earth do the live. Sorry, the switches do the live rather than the earth, because it should be that way around anyway. I'm going to cut that there. Just want a really short one. Just tuck it under there. That's it. And then just cut it. You just need to get it, however you do it, just get it on there. But I'm going to tuck it under there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip a bit off of there now. Where's the lighter? Makes it easier. Start pulling things out. Lovely. So we stripped a bit off of there. I'll solder that up as well. So what we're going to do, guys, listen, what we're going to do is just leave the black wire alone for now. I shouldn't have mentioned that, really. I should have done it this way. We're going to concentrate on the red, all right? Because we want the red to be cutting out the lights, not the negative, right? We want the live cutting stuff out by this switch. So this first terminal will go to the battery red and where it's actually on the light, where it's connected to the light, okay? The live on the lights. That will go on there like that. They'll be together like, yeah? Like that. So let me do that now. We'll get there in the end. So we're going to solder. I'm going to solder it on there. Whoa. Everything's so micro, man. Right. Get on there. Get on there. Come on. Right. Oh, it's so small. So what happens when you've got fat fingers? Right. Come on, this time, let's do it. Right, that's on there. Lovely. Let's do this one now. You're right, Molly. My cat's going to come up in a minute to see me. And just put that on there like that. You're right, Molly. That's done. Like that. How come that's out of focus? It's supposed to be HD. Useless camera. Alright, Molly. Okay. Them load switches actually do look alright, don't they? I'm just realising it's probably supposed to happen then. The others were supposed to fail, because these do look much nicer and I found a good spot for them. So tuck that in there like that. And that's lovely, hopefully. Just tuck it under there. And try and show as less wire as possible. Right, now a crossover. So we get this light. This little baby here, again. I'm going to put her there, and she's supposed to go right there. So 2 switches are going to be here. But it's alright. No worries. So let me, okay. Let's go straight in. So the yellow's the live. We're using the yellow for the live. That's going to go, just roughly judge it. There, so cut it there. Strip it. We're getting into it now, innit, guys? Once we get going. Get them switches out of the way. I'll just lock them down. The last one obviously go on the floor, all over the floor. Right, strip it. Now we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Right, get some solder on it. I'll just use this like that. That's it. Get some solder on that little yellow wire. No. I can feel the heat through this wire. Wow. I ain't got much heat resistance at all. Right, I'll just go in there. Okay, right, then on the other terminal, we're going to put one end of this yellow wire here. Right here. So get that in place. I'm feeling good now because it's sort of moving along. Remember, always check for the clicking. All's good. Just make sure you always check for the clicking. Then the other end of that yellow wire is going to go to the middle. Remember the middle. Remember, this is the live to the LED, and that is the little earth that I've made up for the LED. Bending them over, sticking a wire underneath each one, and then just making it sort of tightish. So all bulbs are linked. So you only have to touch anywhere, here, anywhere, or here, and it will light up once all the lives are in the middle. Once the live's in the middle, so that's why I did that. So you do need to join these together. It's just a way of joining all these legs, the negatives, together. Just wire underneath, screw it around. Put a bit of solder there, a bit of solder there, a bit of solder there if you want, but I can't be bothered. Right, so, okay, so let's just get this on here. Oh, I'm feeling perky now. So we're going to solder this into the middle. Oh, I could do with a cup of coffee. I'm really feeling good. This is going to be all right, guys. I was very sceptic at first. Let me just turn the soldering iron off for a bit. Yep, okay. See? And that'll go in there like that. You can't hardly see any yellow wire. That's the key, is to try and hide the wire, okay, guys? You don't want a lot of wire everywhere. And remember, it's all weight as well. This is, all adds to the weight of the drone. A 249 drone. RAM, So I think with all that, it's something like, with all these bits on there, yeah, it's something, I did weigh that. With these bits on there, I would say it's probably, 4 to 5 grams more. So your drone will probably be 55 something. Just bear that in mind. If you know what the police can be like, get some like idiots. Right. So that's there like that, okay? We've got that one perfect now. Let's go into the light. We're cooking. I like to make a cup of coffee, so if I just put it on pause, if you don't mind. Let's go on. Is there anything else I should do though before I go and make a cup of coffee? No. I think everything's in line. Everything is in line, guys. This black one here. This black one here, that's the one that's going to go to these to the earths. All the negatives, all right? So this has to pop back up. So I'm not going to stick this down with at the moment I'm just sticking these things down with blue tack, but I will get some silicone and stick them down properly. Right. Well, they'll just come off in flight. Once you start flying it aggressively, they'll just come off. Use silicone, you know what I mean? Because it's don't use super glue, whatever you do, guys, because super glue cracks anyway. So you only have to knock the drone a couple of times and it may crack, and the switch might fall off or something might fall out. You get what I'm saying? So just bear that in mind as well. Use silicone because it's got give in it. It's elasticated. Right. Okay. So, yep. Definitely happy with them switches. Right. So we've gone from. So we've got one switch rigged up now to there. Now what I need to do is, we don't use the red on this strobe light. Sorry, not strobe light. Sorry about that. On this halogen, miniature halogen. We're not going to use, the red just goes straight to it. And that makes things very, very simple, all right? Because if I put that black on there now, that's going to light up, the middle one. The 3 LEDs are going to light up, you see what I'm saying? I'll just show you quickly. We put the switch down. There you go. Can you see what I'm saying? So that middle one's done, that's finished. That's over, it's got its switch, it's done. So now it's the halogen's turn. Now we're going to turn to the halogen. Okay, I'm going to put it in pause, brothers and sisters, because I just want to make a quick coffee. All right, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, back to biz. Right. Put that on the edge there. Don't jump up here, Jackson. This is his table, by the way. He sleeps on this table. Okay. So I've got a bit of blue tack. Where is it? I just had it in my hand. 1 second. We've got a bit of blue tack just to stick down the centre one, because once all this is done, I will be flying the drone in the dark in here, so you can all see what it looks like. So I'm going to need to stick that down right. The middle one is done, just need its earth, so let's move on. Now we're going to work with the earth, which is the white one, in my case. So, do you know what, guys? Let's get this USB out of the way, okay? Let's solder it up. Let's solder that up now. Okay. Let's solder that up now, seriously. So we want a nice long white wire. You want a nice long one that's going to go, that's at least going to reach your middle light. It's at least going to reach your middle light. So let's just say, that'll do, innit? There. Tuck under there, okay? We cut that there. Snip off there, strip it. It's good when you got nails, because you have to mess around with strippers and lighters. Those were the days. Right. Let's get some solder on them, both ends. And the video's running at 53 minutes. That is a long time. Been messing around with this for a long time. It's all to do with them switches, wasn't it, guys? But it's cool. I'm not gonna edit the video, which is quite easy for me to do. But I want to leave all that in. All that trouble we had with the switches, the melting, leave it in. Because at least it's there, and it shows other people not to make the mistake by cutting the legs off and things like that, yeah? Because they may only have 1 or 2 switches to spare, if you know what I mean. Right, she's green, so let's do it. You can't come up here yet, Jackson. I'm using your resting place. He's looking at me thinking, what are you doing? Why you got all that stuff on my resting place? Okay, guys. Right, where were we? This is right, we're going to do the USB now, okay? So the USB, let's move that over there for a minute. I'm gonna hold this in the vise, in my little vise here, right? Because this is very tiny, yeah, guys? It's tricky. You can hold it anywhere it will fit in. Look, it fits in there. It fits in where the actual joint is. Anywhere, you know, anywhere where it can, you keep it still, yeah? Right, so this side is, remember, it's marked. You've marked one side, remember what I said? Plugging it in, the charger in there, multimeter, find out which is left, find out which is live, and find out which is negative, yeah? So we're working with the negative at the moment, so it's going to go on the other side. So we'll put that. Wow, this is so tiny, it's micro. You need some serious glasses for this. Please stick. Please stick. I don't want to be messing around with this delicate little thing. I think it's okay. You don't want it touching the sides either, because that's the earth's. It'll be earth. Man, I don't know, let's just see anyway. If it's touching, we can have another go. Alright, it's fallen off. Okay. Oh, this is the one thing I didn't like. I knew this was going to be a headache. However you do it, guys, you might have a vice at home or whatever, but... Ouch! Ooh. Just stick. Right, okay, so it's going to need... I'll just leave it on longer. It's not sticking. It's so small, guys, I can't hardly see it. That's the problem. The legs are so small. Have I got the right side? Yeah. Right. Oh, man. Come on. If you can get smaller solder lines in these as well. Right. Okay. Okay, she's on. God, so minute. That's touching the chassis, that one. That's touching the chassis. It's just too small. I'm gonna have to let me find another pair of glasses. Be back with you in 2 secs. Hang on. Right, I can see much better now. I'm using my late mother's glasses, which are much thicker, but you got to go really close. You got to get your bed. It's much better. I think hers are 4, magnification 4. I'm on 2.5, innit? Right, so okay, now I can see things better. That's what it was about. That's what it was about, guys. Now I can see everything correctly. Right, that's stuck this time. I'm going to put the other one on, might as well while we're at it. So on the other side, which is, remember the live, I'm going to put the yellow one. And that's going to go to there, so we want about that much. Cut that there. Do your strip in it. Get some solder on it. Oh, I've got to get closer though, I'm wearing my mum's glasses, so they're not going to... Right, the red light's just come on the soldering iron. Remember, it's a portable soldering iron. I don't know if that's because the battery's flat or the safety cut out, overheating. We've still got some heat on it. Come on. No, okay, let's put the green. I think that might be a safety thing, that. I did have it on quite a long time. No, it's flashing. That means it's discharged. Oh well. It's not going to stay charged forever. Okay, I'm putting it on pause again. Charge it up. I'll come back in a while. Okay, guys, I just put it on charge. I'll put it on a quick charger, 65 watts, so give it half an hour. You don't have to hang around. I'll just come back in. I'll pause it, come back in until we get this job done, okay? So stick with us. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. So I'm going to carry on drinking this coffee. That's that one, isn't it? Yeah, that's for outside. And I'll be back in a bit, okay? Welcome back. Right, okay. So you solder, like I said, you solder the earth to the earth side. And you solder your live, whatever colour you want to use, to the live side. And remember, when you find the live side, just mark it with a bit of red felt right there. So you know that's the live side. You'll get confused. Right, so we can stick this on here now with the blue tack. For now. Right, this will go. This back wire here, you can put it on there now. So this back wire, let's leave it off a minute. We're gonna deal with this now. Because this back wire is going to move right round and come back round here. The white wire in my case, it's a bit confusing, eh? Which is earth, which is normally black. We'll come around here, go through this switch, connect to here, job's done. So we might as well solder these now, get it out of the way so we can keep moving around, yeah? So now what you want to do is you want to put your black wire on your the wire you're using as the negative. So put the negative to the negative on here. Sounds silly actually, I should have really used red and black just to show you guys really, and then change it into white. I'm sure you won't get confused, please don't. Right, so we're going to put a bit of solder on there. Alright, iron's not on. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of solder on there. It's fully charged in a... Wow, I've always used a 5 watt charger, 65 watt, fully charged. It was in about 20 minutes or something. Right, let's do it. Okay, so put a bit of... I should make that wire shorter. No, leave it. Right. Put a bit of solder on the black battery wire, and then you put it to your designated negative on here. That's it. Beautiful. Still a bit better than that. Ooh, that's it. Right. Okay. So your black wire's on your negative now. Now we tack it down. Now it's time to tack it down. So remember, use silicone, yeah? When you tap these things down, just use drops of silicone. Right. Oh, bit too much. Thin that out a bit. Then we'll stick that down. Right, that's done. Not very good, these HD cameras, when you get up close, are they? Right, now this... Ooh, fell off. Oh, don't panic. Okay, stick that down. And stick this red wire. I think when the battery gets low in the soldering iron, I think it loses some of its power. Right, and then you're going to put the live onto this live on the. So now you've got 3 wires on there, okay? On the live on the halogen, we'll call it. There you go, like that. Keep that out of the way. Something like that. So you've got 3 wires on that live, right? I don't like this camera, you know that at all. I might even do this job all again and use another camera. I do not like that camera at all. Because I don't even, you can't see it that well. Right, so this earth now, remember the earth? That will go to the middle earth. So put that to the middle earth on here, on your middle light. So put a bit of solder. Put a bit of solder on any one of these legs. Obviously use the one that's nearest to, I'm going to use the blue, okay? One of these legs, like so. Okay? Like that. Okay, done. Done. Alright? That's good, alright. Right, leave that turned over like that. So remember the white, earth, which would be black. I'm very tempted to do this video again, guys, with red and black wire. Seriously, just leave comments if you have any problems on that, because it would have been easier. So you're negative. I'm going to call these wires negative. Remember, negative is always black, right? So the negative comes around here and connects to any one of these terminals that are all joined up with this, connects to any one of these terminals which are all joined up with this wire that's running through all the legs, right? So all them bulbs, that should light up now. There you go. That will light up now. That's right. Because that's finished basically. But we need to come over with the earth, right, guys? So what you're going to do now is you're going to nearest one to this switch, which is comfortable for you. We're going to solder that to the first terminal on the red switch. We're getting there now. We are getting there. So it'll be to the red terminal on the red switch. Sorry, any terminal on the red switch, I should say. It doesn't matter which way it is. So there's your red switch. You can see that, right? I'm just going to put it right there. So what we're going to do, we need another bit of wire. We should keep it the colour you're using. Keep it the colour you're using, okay? Because remember, when you come round here, that's negative. I'll show you where you can get that light when we finished, right? Where you can get them strip lights, okay? I'll show you how you can get them. Right, solder both ends. That is short, isn't it? We can go really short on that. That's it. That's it. Get some solder on that. You have to keep moving towards the mic. Get some solder on that. Hang on. Colour light. Right. Go on, be generous. Other end. Right. Solder one end. Put some solder on one of the leg that you want to use, the nearest. Don't need a lot. And then put one end of this wire. Where is it? Is it one end of the negative on there? Come on. Like so. Okay. Oh, camera should have been here. Should have been here. I'm going to have to watch this video very carefully. I don't mind doing it all again anyway, peeps. Trust me. Alright, so that can be turned over now. So you've got your earth coming out here, right? Here. Okay. So we're going to tack that down. Okay. So that's tacked down. Tuck that under there. Just try and keep things tidy, yeah? Sort of thing. Right, that's tacked down now. Now this wire, this other end goes onto the first notch of the switch. First leg. Come over a little bit. Try and get it centered as well. Whatever you do, just gap here. Just gap here. That gap there. It hooks onto the... Don't put anything in front of that. Don't put this, because I made a mistake when I was testing all this out. Don't put that close to that. This needs to, if you're gonna do this little idea, this little LED idea here, set it back. Don't have it near here, because they're sensors, they're landing sensors. Poke through there when you've got this clipped on, and the landing sensors, well, you know, if they're not happening, it'll basically jam it, and the drone will mess around, because I tried it. Right, so put this wire on here anyway. Let's move on. So this wire goes. This little wire goes on one leg. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. Then the other leg. Get another wire ready. A nice short one. That'll do it. Come on. Right, you want another wire on this leg, on the other side of the leg. So we'll put that on. The soldering iron's it's not getting hot enough. I think that's what happens when the battery starts to lose a bit of voltage. Yeah, it is. That's what happens, guys. Oh, man. The last wire, we've got a headache. Whoa. You know, it's not heating the wire up, so solder's not transferring easily. But we can just get this done without charging it up again, because we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Come on. That's right. So you put one wire on the other side of the switch. Then that will go to your negative on the halogen. That will go on the negative on the halogen, okay? The job's done. So that'll go on this negative on the old allergy, yeah. Done. I think the job's done. All right. Okay. Do you see what I've done there? Okay, that's the negative. Right, let's see if it all works. So this side should be the LEDs. They're all working. Red, blue and orange we've got there. And then this side should be the floodlight. And it's not working. And I'll tell you why. Don't panic, guys. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Put it on the wrong terminal. It's got two terminals each end of this thing. Just got a bit confused. I even marked it red to make sure I didn't put it on there. But this is a problem. I'm going to have to charge this up again. Yeah, it's flashing. It is. Oh, come on. Just hang on just for a little while. We're nearly there. Right, hang on a minute. Switch that up a minute. Hang on. That. Soldering iron's going red again. Come on, quickly, quickly. Come on, take. Are you taken? Wow, he's taken. Boy. The last wire, can you believe it? Hang on, just hang 5. I'm not even going to charge up for 20 minutes. Hang 5. Okay, we're back. Don't have to charge up that long. Right, let's do it. So it's just one more wire. I've got electric soldering irons, but I don't know, it's too powerful jobs like this, I think. They're all right, these chargeable ones, but you've got to sort of just beware that they will get weak. The battery goes down. Come on, get on there. It's like the last screw, isn't it? It's always the difficult one. I think that's it. Hang on. You don't want to look at this light, 'cause it's very powerful. It will sort of make your eyes go squinty. That's it, job's done. So that's it basically. Go that way. Keep it as tidy as possible. Go that way. When I said poking through, you see all these things here? these switches and that, and the battery. You don't want that poking higher than here, and this needs to be level with this plate. If it's not, when you try and hook it onto the drone, you'll struggle. I promise you'll struggle, because it's such a tight fit, these are on the drone. These ends slip into the battery, you know what I mean? Into the battery slots at the back. It's really tight, but it's done anyway, so, well, you want to see it on, don't you? So, and then we fly her. Then we will fly the drone. Okay, so that's gone there. You see what I mean? It's such a tight fit. It needs to slot into the back of the battery. That's it. It's the first thing I noticed when I brought it. Never mind. So we're using this drone. Right. So I'm going to set things up now for a flight. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. We just flight with the LEDs. Then we'll try a flight with the floodlight. Right, hang on, sorry. Okay, taking off. Whoa. Right, had a few problems. Calibration, compass calibration. It was alright the other night, but it's gone a bit AWOL. I can't get it to sort of face north properly indoors because there's a lot of stuff in here. But what I'll do is I'll just switch it on so you can get an idea. You get an idea of what it might look like in flight, in darkness. But the real feature is the floodlight, obviously. So we'll switch that off. We'll put the floodlight on. I'll step back so you can see it properly. Okay, it's alright, but obviously I've been messing around with it. I charged it. It's a bit dull than it normally is, but you got the rough idea. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video and that, and I'll see you on the next project that I do. And please like and subscribe, and all take care and be well. Right, before I go, because I said I'd explain where I got the floodlight from, because you won't be able to buy that by yourself, I doubt it very much. It's a part of a torch thing. So here it is. You've seen these before. You've all seen these, garages, B&Q. And the LEDs were seated here. One there, and one there. Basically opened it up, took that out, and they were sitting. They were sitting there. Couldn't believe it how thin they were. They are really, really thin. But they were sitting in there, so that's it. Just pop them out. They'll have the wires on them already. You can keep them on them, depending on what kind of project you're doing, how long you want the wires. And that's it. So I thought I'd just show you that so you know where to actually get that floodlight from. And there's two. If you put two on it, it is absolutely blinding. It is. But I decided to just put one on it. Okay, moving on. Cheers. Ta-da.